Fellow cardboarders, welcome back. Today we have a big package and 2 letters here. 2 more additions to my set cubes. We're going to crack into the big package in a moment. Let's put this aside for a sec. And let's hit into the intro. This is Quest for Cube, and these 2 letters contain some higher value cards for my set cubes. These 2 transactions were done privately via Facebook, and I got some nice deals on those cards, and I'm happy to be able to put them into my set cubes for all eternity to enjoy. For the first card here we have Hazazon Tamar, a beautiful Naya colored commander, quite unique with its effect, which if you didn't know still triggers if he dies when he enters the battlefield. So the next upkeep, this is a delayed trigger. You put Sand Warrior tokens onto the battlefield, and well, if you remove him before the tokens enter, you can actually keep the tokens. So this is a really interesting commander to also build around some token synergy decks, and the artwork is just stunning by Richard Kane Ferguson, isn't it? Let's also check for inking, but yeah, these look clean, all white edges, and yeah, the back is also really nice card, something between near mint and LP. It has some white nicks up here, but other than that, a really clean card. I'm glad to have this. To the person who sold me this card, thank you a lot, and I shall cherish it in my Legends set cube. We're gonna add that in a moment. Let's hit into the second letter before we look at the contents of the big package. This is an unlimited signed Lich, also done through Facebook, this trade, and wow, this looks really clean. It has 1 roller mark going through the card, but I don't mind it that much. It's not that visible in the back. It has some white nicks there, but again, no inking. Yeah, I'm really glad to have this. I do like to collect some signed cards from time to time if the card is still throughout readable. And in this case, Daniel signed their name right down in the corner, so the whole card is still readable and it just looks nice. With ball pen though, so back in the day people didn't always use black Sharpies, but I don't mind it that much, and it's just showing the age of the card from back then. I actually noticed there's a second roller mark going here. I don't know if the camera picks that up as well. So there are 2 roller line marks going here. Very interesting. I don't think you can see the second one really on the back now. First one you can see a little here. So yeah, really nice. Thank you again to the person who sold me this card. And this shall go into my unlimited set cube, which I started recently. So it's not that far, but having this bigger rare already checked off the list is really nice. And there will be a video coming up soon where I traded for some more unlimited cards. But now let's put those 2 cards to the side and check into the big box here, which is this one. This will not fit into the camera frame. Let's pop this one open and check its contents. So we have 3 big Gamegenic Dungeon 1100 plus boxes. Let's put 2 to the side to have some more space. I want to use the blue one here and check it first. People who've been around on the channel for quite a while know that I've been collecting set cubes for quite some time now, and I've been looking for a good storage box to put in all my set cube cards. And fat pack boxes are just 1/4 of this whole box here, so about this size. And I would have to carry 4 of them around, and they would also use up and scratch and get dense, so I wanted to have a specific and extra box to put set cube cards in. So let's see if the box is everything Tolarian Community College tells us it is. I actually got reminded of their existence by a YouTube channel called EDH Brutality. Do check them out. A link to their channel is in the description. So I probably at one point watched the professor's review on those boxes. But yeah, I forgot they existed. And EDH Brutality likes to use those boxes for their EDH decks, but I have some different plans here. So the box is free. Let's get it out of the box here. There we are. I really like the brushed style on those boxes, though it's not a texture, so it's just printed onto the layer here. Got some magnets that hold together the box here, and there's some felt inlay inside the box. So let's put the top lid. You can just pull it off here, and you can snap it back onto the box. People can use it as playmats, but I do own enough playmats that I don't have to use it. And it's a little smaller than a standard sized playmat. But yeah, you could use it if you don't have any playmats. The inside of the lid is also very nice and soft with some felt on it. Really nice quality. I'm very content with that. And I do enjoy the silver logo on here. There are some similar boxes in existence, but I also didn't like their logo. Little thank you card. Okay, let's put those aside here and check the box. These should apparently hold up to 1100 cards or more. It's called plus for a reason apparently. And we have those little magnet holes here. And that's what the bottom of the box looks like. And the side has some logo engraved in here, very nice. So up until now, I've been using this old box of the, if people know that still, let me know in the comments. You should be into Magic for more than 20 years now. It's this Deckmaster box from Garfield versus Finkel. It contained like 2 decks from back then. And yeah, I still had mine, but as you can see, it's dented and it's not really made for carrying it around. It gets scratched up. And this is where my Legends set cube is now, including lands in the middle. But I also noticed that space was running low. Legends is quite a big set, and I started putting cards in between those little black boxes, which are contained in bundles. And yeah, it's hard to get these cards out. And I just wanted a better solution for that. And then I found this box. Finally found this box. So there we are. This is the black box here. And I have 5 of them, and I want to use those black boxes during the draft, if we play a draft, to put in the lands, 1 for each color. And what I really like with the Gamegenic box is that you can actually put these black boxes in as well. They don't have much room, but they have some wiggle room, I just noticed. So probably less wiggle room if you put them like this, and that should be fine. So let's see how many we can stack into here. And as the title of the video suggests, do let me know what your solutions are for your set cubes, if you have any, or any bigger MTG projects. Which boxes do you use? Do you also have the Gamegenic box? Are you content with it? Are there any problems that you noticed? Well, that has actually enough room to hold a 5th box, if I'm not mistaken. So let's check if we can put the 5th box in here as well. So these are all the lands I have for the set cube. This is still a work in progress. My plan is to have unlimited lands for the whole land box, but there are still some revised and 4th edition lands, so these have to be replaced at some point. But let's see if we can fit a 5th one in here. Yeah, easily. Very nice. And there's still some room for some cards, so that is impressive. Wow. And let's check if we can also put in a bundled box in here, if the space is enough for that as well. Yeah, also easily. These are enough lands to draft with 10 people. I think I put in 60 lands for each color. Let's check that for a sec here. Okay, so it's 50 lands I put in here, so I could even easily fit 60 lands in here if I ever noticed that I needed more. So these are 250 cards if we put in these lands into the box here as well. So more than enough space that I actually need, which is nice. That means I could easily also fit some extra commander decks or some dice if I wanted to. Keep in mind, all of them are double sleeved, so there's more than enough space for a whole set cube. In the next video, if you are interested in that, I will let you know how I go about building a vintage set cube. If it's live, I will put that up here in the corner. The plan for now is to add the wonderful Hazazon here to the collection. I use the perfect hard sleeves for more expensive cards, just because they hold a little more, have a little more durability. And I use the clear matte dragon shields just to be able to play like back in the day with the classic Magic backs, which is why I can't have too many white nicks and specks on the back. Otherwise people would be able to cheat a little, and if they really pay attention to that, know which card they would draw next, and that's not what I want. This one, you could argue, is marked in some way, but also we want to have fun. So if people want to memorize their marked cards just to have a little advantage, whatever, let them have it. This one will go into my unlimited collection. As you've seen in the middle of the video before I opened the blue box, I have now a purple box and a black box as well. Plan will be to use the purple one for the dark set cube on one row and an Arabian Nights set cube in the other, and the black one for antiquities and unlimited. The Legends set cube will be held in this row and the lands will be put in here. And as you've noticed, I still have enough space, and if I ever want to take one of these set cubes with me to some friend's house or wherever I go, I can just put one of the rows away into another box, put the lands in, for example, the antiquities row I keep in here in the black box, and put the unlimited cards aside and put the lands in here then. But now, I do want to hear from you. What solutions did you come up with to store your set cubes? Let us know in the comments below. Again, thanks to EDH Brutality for reminding me these storage boxes still exist. Also check their channel out, link is in the description. Have a beautiful day. Click the left button to support the channel with your subscription. The right one is one you should click on next. I wish you a beautiful day, and bye bye.